Hello everyone, my name is Soul, and welcome to Fandom Pop. It is the most beautiful time of year, you guys. I fucking love Christmas, but even more than that, I love New Year's. Yeah, I'm a big New Year's guy, and the reason for that is this is a time of year where we reflect on all things that happen in the past 365 days. And I gotta say, it's been one hell of a year for me. I remember at the end of last year, I was prepping up to make a new channel. I just got this new computer I built, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna fucking do this. I'm gonna give all my energy. I'm gonna give everything to this new thing called Fandom Pop. And if you didn't know already, that's the channel you're watching. You are watching Fandom Pop, which I started on January 15th, 2019. And within the past 365 days, I've made some of my favorite videos I've ever made. I've made videos talking about some of my favorite subjects that I never thought I'd be able to make on this channel. And sure, a lot of the stuff I've made, like I've tried to clickbait or try to market it like a type of way to get people to watch it. I've made like joke videos and other things, but some of it has all been my favorite things I've ever done, and probably this is the most fun year I've had on YouTube ever. And we ended up hitting about 420 subscribers. I did not try to go for that number, but that isn't a hilarious number that I have currently as the time of this recording. And I know if you're watching this, you probably are subscribed to channels with thousands or millions or hundreds of gajillions of subscribers. There are a lot of channels on YouTube. For a high number of them, 420 subscribers is a big deal, and it is a big deal to me. It's a small dream of mine to even hit 1,000 subscribers and kind of get monetization back so I can start making money again, since they took that away from me. So if I can hit that within 2020, I'm not officially declaring it as my goal, but like it kind of is. So if you know anyone who wants to watch some stupid ass videos of some guy in his bedroom spending too much time talking about Rick and Morty and Dragon Ball Z and all these other things, then please, I would super appreciate, just spread the word, spread the love, man. It's that time of year. Oh, and if you didn't know, my old channel Soul Show is about to be reborn again, and I got about 100 plus 100 to 50 or something videos that like I'm ready to just throw up on there. They're probably going to be coming out 2 days a week. They're just reviews, straight reviews of all the movies and games and anime I've been watching and playing since I let that channel die over a year ago. I would say I've been doing the reviews even longer than that, actually. So I got a lot of videos that are ready to go on that channel. So 2019 has definitely kind of been a year of me grinding and kind of like hitting my stride on a lot of things. I've been able to grind on this channel, grind at my job, and all these different things. And I know 2020, I'm going to be able to turn it into an epic year. And it's the start of a new decade. Where the fuck am I going to be in 2030? That's scary. Aging is scary. I'm going to die. But a big point of the reason I'm making this video is because I love New Year's, because it's also the time of year where my sub box is filled with top 10 games of 2019, top 10 anime of 2019, all the things I love, and I, for one, would just love to talk about it. So I'm going to be dividing this video into different sections. It's going to be like my favorite movies this year, the games I've played, and what I've been playing this year, etc. But just to get it out the way, Merry Christmas, everybody, and I'll see you in 2020.
I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Why can't I I'm fighting for my life.
So 2019 has come to a close, and we have not only ended the year, but we've ended the decade. And what better way to end the decade than saying goodbye to a lot of our favorite franchises? Star Wars ended, Avengers finale, How to Train Your Dragon gone, Kingdom Hearts finally fucking had that third game, Orange is the New Black, Game of Thrones, everything you can imagine had that finale. And no, a lot of these things are never going to actually end, but damn it, if we didn't feel like we put a beautiful ass dot at the end of a lot of our favorite stories this year. And the reason I'm opening this is because Avengers Endgame is my #1 movie this year. I'm kind of a sucker for finales in general, but this is like the finale of all finales right here. And no, I'm not gonna have any unique reason as to why I like this film so much. I like it for the same reasons you do. It's the same shit. And yeah, the film does linger on a bunch of dumb stuff. And yeah, the idea that my favorite superheroes are gonna go on a time travel heist is pretty dumb. And yes, this universe that already had plenty of plot holes now has like this new fresh coat of paint of plot holes, all because they wanted to do time travel. But oh shit, did you see when Captain America had the hammer? Or oh shit, the Black Widow scene? Or remember? Yeah, I digress. That's enough reason for me to love this movie. And speaking of awesome endings, did you see How to Train Your Dragon 3? I remember the first time I watched How to Train Your Dragon, and I was in awe in the fact that DreamWorks, after making me care about a film called Kung Fu Panda, was now making me care about a film fucking called How to Train Your Dragon. And here we are years later in 2019, and my boy named Hiccup is out here killing it in his third movie, and it's my number 2 movie for this year. Holy shit, I love these movies. I also watched another film this year. It's by a small indie director that none of you have probably heard of, but I liked it. It's called The Shining. And The Shining is an amazing movie. It's one of those movies that are so great, about halfway through watching it, you're like, is this garbage? Am I watching a shit smear on a wall being called a movie? And then like 10 minutes later, you're like, oh no, this is God tier amazingness, and I was a fucking idiot for doubting it. And thus, my third choice on my favorite movies is Dr. Sleep, the sequel to The Shining. And I know a lot of people slept on this movie. And no, it's not being hailed by everyone as greatness, but being the fucking sequel to The Shining, this movie was going to lose no matter what. But holy shit, if they didn't try their ass off. They tried so hard that it's my number 3. Now, it's not as good as The Shining, but it's one of those movies that is so good that about halfway through the movie, you're like, is this garbage? Is this shit smear on? Well, you get the idea. Number 4 is Joker. I have a whole video about this movie. Go watch it. And subscribe and shit. Knives Out is the only original film in my top 10. And despite that I saw like 50-ish movies this year so far, there's maybe less than 10 that are original. And oh god, I just want to enjoy new shit. I just want new stories. I don't want my kids to grow up on encyclopedias of my shit to enjoy their shit. And oh yeah, Knives Out is really good. Rian Johnson is showing up everyone that didn't like The Last Jedi, and it's got like the best cast I've ever seen, probably. It's really fucking good. Now, if anyone is interested in the other entries in my top 10, or literally how I ranked every other film this year, I have a site called Letterboxed that I have an account on. I use that to do all my scores. I score every movie I watch, and every time I watch a movie, I throw it into like a ranking of that year. So like every time I watch a new movie from 2019, I'm just gonna keep the list alive for the rest of my life. So I am a broke boy who plays old games because they're cheaper, but I did play a couple games this year. I did play Kingdom Hearts 3. I have a bunch of videos about that. Go watch those. I played Jedi Fallen Order. I enjoyed that a lot. I have a review coming out for that on Soul Show, my review channel. Again, linked for that. I also played Pokemon Sword and Shield, which hopefully I'll have a video coming out soon for that. And I'm playing Outer Worlds right now. That's amazing. So, yeah. So I definitely was not a good anime watcher boy this year, and in fairness, it's because for whatever reason, I finally decided to watch a show called Naruto Shippuden, and it's only like 500 episodes, and I could have watched like 50 quality shows. I could have watched classics. I could have watched the greatest stories I'll probably ever watch in my life, some art projects, some things that would test my spirit. But no, I decided to watch Naruto. And yeah, that's mostly what I did this year. I also watched some oldies. I finally got around to watching Neon Genesis. That's probably the best thing I did this year. I'm watching the original Full Metal Alchemist right now. I did watch a couple new shows. I enjoyed the new Fruits Basket. That was really good. The new season of Attack on Titan. Oh god, they weren't playing around this season. Again, everything I did watch, I will have a review out on Soul Show sooner or later.
I'm coming round and now my vision is so clear.